Hello, everyone. Before we get into the episode too much, I want to make right by the villagers. They had some requests for the wood that they're supposed to be providing me soon via train, I believe is what they said. And I think what they wanted was protection, fuel, and was that it? Protection and fuel? So I think what we're gonna do is bring them maybe one of these tanks full of maybe some nitrobenzene. I don't even know if they got generators or turbines or anything to use it, but they wanted fuel, so I think we can spare some nitrobenzene. I think we have enough. We are running low for some reason. Maybe I got something turned off. Also, this thing broke, so gotta fix that. Yeah, let's just go bring them some nitrobenzene, and I got some armor and some weapons for them. Oh, maybe some arrows, because I can't quite protect them. There is turrets, but I don't know. Let's go bring them some fuel and some protection, right? All right, let's head over there. All right, so I've been making a little path out here. I think I'm gonna have to move these as well, my portals, because I think they're gonna want to deliver the wood somewhere over here. So we got to go think of some sort of portal room. But I did start a path for them because it looked like they started clearing out some logs over here. So yeah, I did see this like huge patch of logs just disappeared. Oh wow, there's a tunnel now. I didn't see that when I came over here last time. So they even dug a tunnel. Whoa, a super sketchy tunnel. What the heck? Well, I got them some more armor. Ugh. Okay. Now I see why they need the protection. Oh, they like filled this with gravel. Oh, they have like a whole path. Okay. Somebody messed up the alignment here, it looks like, and they just decided to do a little curve, maybe. Okay. Nice little bridge. I think it needs some work. Whoa, they like cut through this whole area. They weren't kidding when they said deforestation. Oh wow, look at this. Looks like this. Oh, there's the bodyguard. Hey, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, I come in peace. Huh, alright. Looks like they're starting construction on a little rail station. Boy, bricks are kind of expensive in this mod pack, guys. Use them wisely. Wow, they are thriving over here. Wonder how the Gould is. Oh wow, they're like draining his stuff. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna put your weaponry and armor in here, okay? I haven't got some extra stuff for you. And here's your fuel. Oh, here's another pair of boots. All right, I want to see some logs here soon. My benzene setup really needs some wood. Yes, yes, sir. Thank you. Yes. Let's do. Let's start our better ore processing area. So currently, this is kind of what I've been relying on for ore processing. I have behind these covers, I have like interfaces, and let me just show you. I got interfaces over here with, I randomly come over here, and if I got a bunch of ore, I just start throwing it in here and it'll automatically process it all. That's some of the stuff I've been working on. Same with the centrifuges. Do the same thing here. This has been hard at work doing stone dust, man, for biotite. Because how much stone dust do we have still? We still got 12K. Yeah, so I've just been letting that go. This is a sifting machine that I've been just processing some different materials for a bunch of radon here that I'm sure there's a better way of doing it, but that's the way I'm doing it right now. But anyways, yeah, so this has been my kind of ore processing setup. It is overdue for a facelift. So probably incorporate some newer multi-blocks as well, because the multi-block itch is for real right now. I wanna do more new multi-blocks. That's what I'm finding joy in right now. So why not put it in our ore processing room? And we still can move these walls out a little bit more. Maybe we'll put it underneath this part of the lab here, and like follow this sort of aesthetic maybe. See what we come up with. So yeah, let me I got some demo to do and some building to do. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there was a little clip of me making the reservoir hatch. I'm using that to automate our oxygen and hydrogen in a multi-block now. So that is checked off the list as well. Let's go to demo and building a manufacturing plant. Alrighty, I think so. I've cleaned this up a little bit here. Obviously, I need to decommission all these machines, but some of them are still running, and I didn't want to really just disrupt it yet, because I can tear them down pretty quick. But yeah, I just kind of copied what was over here a little bit. I did have to make a change to this little structure pipe, but unfortunately now it's going to be in front of these generators, so I'm gonna have to move these somewhere else, which is fine. I'll do that in a little bit. But the reason I had to move this was I placed this wrong. I miscalculated. So yeah, little bit now it's lined up with that one and that one over there. There's 4 of them. that's holding up the pyramid. That's how they were built. So the pylons going down. You guys saw the LiDAR photos. So yeah, that's a bummer, but I'll fix that in a little bit here. But I think I can go ahead and place a bunch of multi-blocks here. And for ore generation, I have some new ones. So I kind of looked into this a little bit. This maceration stack is basically going to be our macerator. So I've never used this before, but I will look into it a little bit more. But it looks like it's just some EV components and titanium. So probably going to want to set up the titanium automation first. And that's exactly what I've done here. We basically have the rutile and carbon coming in from ME. Chlorine right here. And then off gas is carbon monoxide, and I have void overflow for that for now. And that makes our little titanium juice, which goes into the EBF with the manganese, which is being kind of looped right here. You get magnesium chloride dust, and then you chemical react that with sodium, which gets you like salt and magnesium back. And I just kind of have that filtered throughout the magnesium goes back into the EBF. Actually, the salt goes into the electrolyzer and then goes back underneath to here. So a couple loops there. Really simple setup and not super fast, but I have been letting my kind of character AFK while I edit videos and work's been a little busy. So that's gotten us to a little over 1,000 titanium, so that's just going to work in the background. It is being ran off the hog system, so this has a constant draw on it now. As you saw, I did upgrade my paralyzed oven to HSSG coils, and funny enough, that has gotten me a full tank of wood vinegar, so now my bottleneck is this guy right here. But I've been letting it roll because yeah, we're keeping up right now. So things are running smoothly at the HOG factory. Just every once in a while I gotta remember to bring over hydrogen because I have still yet to hook up like export buses or something to those. I will eventually. But I have also been making a bunch of rutile as well. So it's got a good backlog of rutile to process through. So that takes care of titanium for now. Obviously, I'll have to speed that up eventually. Next is probably going to need to be tungsten and platinum. So, let me look at. I've been looking at them, and yeah, I don't know why I'm dreading it. I should be happy about it, right? It'll be easy. Let's go. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the plat line, or at least the beginning of it. And my reasoning for doing it is because I get to make a new multi-block, I think. So we are going to make the multi-block mixer for this setup because I am sick of dealing with cells. I really want to make this guy. So it's going to require some stuff that I don't quite have. First off, the IV mixer. So let's make that real quick and then we'll look at the other things. Because I believe I should have everything I need now. Okay, bingo. Alright, and then that unlocks the quest now. We'll just take the bag. I now have this box, or this quest unlocked here. That's a pretty neat song. What do these take? Some more stabaloy, stainless, and this zirconium carbide. So we gotta look into these alloys. Alright, so this is uranium and titanium, so that is not bad. Circuit 12, okay. Uranium 238. Do I think I have that, right? Yeah, okay. And then zirconium carbide. That is not something I am familiar with. Zirconium and then carbon. So it seems easy. Where does this come from? Okay, so we can sift it from purified tin. We can sift it from purified cassiterite. I actually have some purified tin. Why don't I run that through the sifter for a little bit? Yeah, so we'll let that run through the sifter for a little bit. I also have a little bit of cassiterite I can purify right here. So I'm gonna let that process up, and that's how we're gonna get our zirconium. How much do we need of that actually? All right, so if I wanted to make like, let's say 4 mixers, I would need about 44 zirconium. So hopefully we get lucky and get a decent amount here pretty quick. But I can at least get everything else ready. So the stabaloy, I probably got to make some more IV circuits. Yeah, I can get everything ready up until the zirconium. So let me go do that, and then we will be back with a new multi-block. And I've kind of started organizing my thoughts on the plat line here, and I just decided that this is not going to work. I don't want this. Let's get rid of that. BRB. You know, why don't we just use the mixer to mix this stuff up, huh? Get a little use out of it for now. Yeah, because it's kind of slow. That'll make it go quick. What's the blast recipe look like? TPV coils, not a lot of power. So yeah, this won't take very long. You're really just gonna have to wait on the zirconium because I did not know about that stuff. And we have another multi-block, another new multi-block, the mixer. So this is basically just making aqua regia for us. I did add this large chemical reactor to the ones that I was working on earlier. This one is taking the nitrogen dioxide, mixing it with oxygen and water, and making our nitric acid again, putting it in the multi-block mixer, and then we get the diluted sulfuric acid from the first process here, and it gets pushed into the mixer, and we get aqua regia. I believe, yeah, it's on right now. Everything is running perfectly, and up until this step here, or this step here, where I need to take this and put it in a chemical reactor, and then we'll have to do something with the calcium chloride. I think we electrolyze it down and get the calcium back and chlorine. And that will also get us the platinum dust, which we can then just throw in a furnace, I guess, and get platinum ingots. Maybe we'll just leave it in the dust form for now. I don't know, because it's also used in like mixing recipes. So maybe we'll do an autocraft to make it into the ingots. But we also need to deal with this. Now this needs to go through a sifter, and from the sifter it goes into another blast furnace, which we get a little bit of chlorine from that as well. So I think I'm going to save up this chlorine, so I'll be putting it in a fluid import bus, I believe, and that'll help us with our chlorine stock over there. So I think we're just going to use a single block chemical reactor and put it right here to make the actual platinum dust. But I haven't quite thought about it, because then I'm going to need an electrolyzer somewhere too. So maybe like a chemical reactor. Maybe I'll bring it out this way, because I need to get the platinum dust out of there and then bounce back and forth the calcium and calcium chloride, and also have an electrolyzer here. Let me get that step done, because that will pretty much finish the plat line up until where you need to use this stuff and this stuff here. So yeah, I think it's pretty small, compact. I don't know why I was dreading it. It really wasn't that hard. I think I was mostly dreading it for the cells. I didn't want to use the cells. So now that we have access to the multi-block mixer here, we are good to go. This recipe is kind of slow, so I'll have to keep an eye on. Maybe I'll throw another H, or maybe I'll put an EV hatch here. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do something to speed it up, but for now it's working. I just need to finish it up here. Alright, so I think I've hooked up the rest of it here. EBF for the refined platinum salt stuff. Got that set up. I got an electrolyzer for the little calcium chloride that I get. Chemical reactor, I need calcium actually. Just one calcium. We have plenty. Alright, so that's going to go here. This is our little sifter. Oh, you know what? I don't even have this powered yet. You know what? I'm gonna do something ugly here, but we'll hide it maybe in a little bit. Alright, that should be everything wired. It looks crazy, but we'll hide a lot of that. Least we can do is hide some of this. Alright, so if I come up here, I'll get rid of this chest eventually, I think, but if I come up here and just do that, it's going to be taking that out of there. Alright, so this one I think I can fix with a screwdriver. Yeah, alright, so that's going to do that thing. What's going on here? This should be getting pulled out of the bottom. Oh, I didn't do that. Alright, that should, the platinum dust should have went into the system, and I can't see my electrolyzer. My electrolyzer should have electrolyzed down that calcium chloride and put the calcium back in here. Doesn't look that way. Oh, you know what? I don't even have this set up to AE2 yet. Oh man. But why did my calcium chloride go in there? Because I put the filter on the wrong one. Gotta put the filter on this side, silly. Alright, and then we should have the filter on this one, right? For insert calcium chloride. Okay, let's take that out before I hook that up to AE2. Do that. That works. Okay, so that's working now, but now my fluid conduit is not extracting. Oh, because I don't have it hooked up to AE2. Alright, I think we have it fixed. And by fixed, I mean it looks super crazy right now, but I will get to fixing that in a little bit. Alright, so chlorine's draining. That means there should be no chlorine in here, I hope. Is this EBF even running? That's a good question. No. Alright, no valid recipe found. That's because this is not extracting like it should be. Okay. Bug fixes. I've done it. Alright, so one thing to note, I don't think I'm getting the chlorine from the, not getting this little bit of chlorine back. I think it's probably because this output bus needs to be on top, maybe. And I don't really feel like moving it, so I'm just going to leave all this here and pretend it didn't happen. Okay, so this is basically everything for platinum dust. I might have to leave this chest here for a while to let this sifter do its thing, but yeah, we basically put in. Ooh, we are running low on platinum metallic powder. All right, so I'm gonna have to look at getting a little bit more PMP dust here, but that is the first part of the plat line done. We're just gonna continue to get, as long as we have PMP and a couple gases, right? That's all that really goes in there. What is it? This stuff right here, ammonia. Yeah, ammonia and hydrochloric acid. As long as we have that, I think we're good. Water, oxygen, that's good. Yeah, as long as we have that stuff and PMP powder, we are basically good on, well, yeah, good to go on platinum. We could speed it up. I started with pretty much 0 platinum dust. We already got 66. So I like this setup a ton. I will make it beautiful here in a little bit, but I'm going to sit here and just take it all in. I did it. Alright, so I've just been kind of covering up some of the ugliness of these setups, and this is kind of what I've come up with for now. I don't know if I love it forever, but it cleans it all up. One thing I did fail to mention was the ammonia in the system. I mean, I mentioned it, but I didn't mention where I'm getting it from. So let's go check that out real quick. I also got these couple machines that I need to talk about as well. But the ammonia, I just went ahead and set up a chemical reactor over here. That's just been running forever. What is it? Hydrogen and nitrogen, wherever the inputs are. Yeah, hydrogen, nitrogen makes ammonia. So, and then I have it stored or being stored in the little tank storage room over here. Kind of expanded this. I added some more fluid storage buses for future fluids here, and yeah, so we got quite a bit of ammonia going on. Back over to ore processing, where I have tungsten kind of automated here. Got the tungstate being made into the tungsten juice. Mix it with or react it with chemical or calcium chloride dust. Gets you scheelite and I think salt. And then for I haven't been able to figure it out, but the salt gets pushed over here too. But that's fine because the rest of it goes into the system. Scheelite gets pushed over here as well. Gets turned into tungsten acid dust. The tungsten acid dust goes in the EBF, gets cooked, pushes it over to this EBF, and this is what makes us the hot tungsten ingot. Also get CO2 gas, but I'm just voiding it with a trash can up here. So yeah, tungsten, platinum, and titanium are automated. Yep, they're slow, but they are actually doing pretty good here. We're up to over 2,000 titanium. Working on about 1,000 platinum. I've been making some ingots as we go. And then tungsten, and we're at 61 ingots. This is a very, very, very slow recipe, so I'm wondering if I should be making the dust or the ingots. I don't know. The dust is even longer, I think. It's like 500 seconds as opposed to 400 seconds. So, I don't know. I'm just going to let this run in the background while I'm doing other things. So, yeah, the three, like, what is it? EV, IV metals are automated. Next, I need to do like what we talked about earlier, the maceration stack, and then the multi-blocks for like macerator, centrifuge, multi-block sifter, which will actually help with this as well because we are getting a huge backlog of the platinum salt dust. This little, what is this, HV sifter just can't keep up. So multi-block sifter, multi-block thermal centrifuge, multi-block furnaces, multi-block chemical baths probably, and then all the other multi-blocks. So, but I think that's enough for this episode here. Thank you for guys for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the shorter episodes. It's kind of helping me stay on task a little bit better when I get to like those 40-minute episodes. I feel like I've rambled on for way too long and you're probably sick of hearing me by the end of it. So hopefully 20, 25-minute episodes are the, well, the key here to stay on task for me. So again, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you want to see any other little setups or if you want me to try something different, magic, crops, bees, whatever, leave it down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to see more, hit the subscribe button. Till next time, bye-bye.